What's going on, guys? Just wanted to give you a heads up before we jump into the video. We are doing a giveaway with BC Racing. We're giving away a set of BC coilovers. Easiest way to enter was to grab one of these t-shirts. Super easy. Head on over to fitmentindustries.com. Check it out. See how you can enter in to win a free set of BC coilovers. Good luck, guys. If you take a second and just go to look through Instagram, scroll through a few car pages. Today's style is one could say very evident. You'll see bolted on wide bodies. That is what that's a thing right now. You'll see the huge wings. That's a thing right now. And you'll see some of the wildest wrap jobs, you know what I'm saying? People don't dab anymore, I'm not doing it, but I really wanted to for a quick second. But there's one thing that seems to be like all other builds have in common, and that is stance. And when I say stance, I mean like excessive double-digit camber. And it seems to be happening way more often now than ever before, which always begs the question on whether it's a fad, a trend, or really if it's ever going to die. Now, the camber serves a really very little functionality other than helping dudes run super wide wheels and being able to sit fender to lip. Now, don't get me wrong, you have to appreciate the time and the custom parts needed to achieve these insanely slanty boy clout points, as they would say, but will the trend actually die out? That's a pretty good question. By the way, I'm Alex.fi, and today we're gonna be talking about just that, on if stance cars are gonna die out or if these styles are gonna be around for much longer. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you're looking for aftermarket wheels, tires, or suspension, be sure to check out fitmentindustries.com. Boom, sales plug out of the way. Bang, bang, bibbity bop. With any trend in the world, it's exactly just that. It's a trend, which means naturally things die out when new ideas come up and everybody wants to be part of the next big thing. It's a commonality, we would say. And if you look back through the US history and specifically at car culture, you'd be pretty insane to see how far we've come, especially in the past few decades. The 60s and 70s was an insanely weird time because you had the muscle car haven, and then the 70s came, and then the EPA ruined everything that was fun, and then you had everything that went into wood station wagons, and then going into lowriders and things like that. Then you had the 80s and 90s come around where the Japanese cars started to get imported, and you had the Hondas and the Datsuns and the Nissans and the things like that. Then you had Honda Civics with insane body kits and mini trucks with wild paint jobs. Pretty soon people were taking their new Scion FRSs and BRZs and doing pretty much the same thing. They're pretty much doing the same thing. Just the platform changed. They put them on the ground instead of lifted them up. They put the 20 degrees of camber on it. So the question is well, could it just be a trend? Now, here's the thing that you have to take into consideration. The automotive scene is much more than just the United States. And if you look over across the way into Japan and things like that, or even Europe, you'd see that the whole European and Japanese stance scene has been a thing for quite a while now. So you can't just knock it off as a trend, especially as it gets more common in the good old US of A. The US of A is like Midwest of USA alone. The USA is always the last one to get any of the cool stuff. The Midwest in the USA is always the last one to get any of the cool stuff. Yeezys are the thing right now, but I'm pretty sure they were the thing 7 years ago in California. I wouldn't even be shocked if that was the case. Now, before you type your comment, I already know what you're gonna say, but Alex, muscle cars are still super popular now, and the racing scene is huge with no stupid camber. Now listen, I get it, that's true, and I mean it really is, but have you seen the Mustangs and Camaros that have been rolling around with the insane camber and wide wheels? If you jump out to our gallery, you start to see people taking those muscle cars and doing just that. You see people taking all sorts of different vehicles and making all crazy excessive styling. Now, take it back to the 2000s, probably the most recent of a different sort of generation change, and a lot of it had to do with flat profile wheels, the hood scoops, the roof scoops, you had the lips, you had the flat profile wheels, you had the crazy vinyl on the side, but at the time that was the cool thing. One thing that's always kind of remained the same though is the fact that it's always been some sort of excessive expression of nature. Now, if you look at GT86s, 350Zs, GTIs, Camaros, and Volvos, you can pretty much run slanty boy setups on all of those, and people are rocking the hell out of them. So will they really die out? Some people say it should have never started, and others are now hoping that it will just please end. Oh my gosh, please end. We've seen the comments, we're there. We usually have to respond to them because we hard EI everything, or we just delete them because you guys sometimes are a little bit mean, right? But it's a trend that started really, for a long time ago. It's been a thing for quite a long time. And now that the people have kind of gone to socials more and more often, you're just now seeing a little bit more of it. Now, Has it gotten a little bit more socially acceptable? Yeah. Do I think they're probably gonna die out? That's a question that really kind of depends on what people are replacing it with. Because really with car trends, they last about 5 to 7 years. You have about 1 to 2 generations of vehicles for people to ruin the trend, and then people wanna go do something different because not everybody is doing it. You can actually see that start to happen with the big wing thing that was happening. Now people are trying to go to the duckbill setup because they don't wanna be like everybody else. They wanna do something that's unique and their own way. Stance, excessive camber, that whole thing was the unique thing, and it has been the unique thing for some time now. That's pretty much it. Do I think, or do we think that stance cars are gonna die out? Maybe, probably, because I don't think that it's a staple of the scene just yet. But if it continues to be as successful and as prominent as it has been in the past 3 to 5 years, it might just be the lowriders of the 70s. You have to remember that taking it back to the 70s and 60s and 50s and 80s and 90s, there was always stuff that people were doing that made cars inherently less functional, but people still just had that much more of a fun time with it. Anytime you think you've probably done something unique, you just have to look back about 30 years and you'd probably find somebody that's already did it, except in a more weirder way with more hair, you know, like poofier hair, probably some more hairspray, some things like that. And, you know, it might be something that's not for everybody, but it really kind of comes down to, I don't know, does it matter? Let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. We'd love to hear it. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. If you're looking for wheels, tires, suspension, or you want to see what people are running for their setups, whether they're on stance or not, we have a huge aftermarket gallery with over 10,000 vehicles over there that you can actually see what's super common. Now, stance is obviously the loudest, but you'd have to be pretty surprised at how many people are actually going for a pretty standard look these days. And instead of going for the stancey thing, they have a tendency to be going towards the super meaty track setup. Pretty interesting. Anyway, I'm Alex. We will see you guys later. Peace.